by no chance of comfort given him why he puts on this confusion, grained so harshly all his quiet days with dangerous and turbulent lunacy?
He does confess he feels himself distracted, but of what cause I would by no means speak.
Nor do we find him forward to be sounded, but with the crafty madness keeps aloof, when we would bring him on to some confession of his true state,
Did he receive you well?
Most like a gentleman.
but with much forcing of his disposition.
Negard of question, but of our demands most free in reply.
Did you assay him in any pastime?
Madam, it so fell out that certain players be all out on the way. Of these we told him, and there did seem a kind of joy to receive it. They are here about the court, and, as I think, they have already ordered this night to play before it.
'Tis most true, and he beseeched me to entreat your majesties to hear and see the matter.
With all my heart, it doth much content me to hear him so inclined. Good gentlemen, give him a further edge, drive him a purpose onto these delights.
We shall, my lord.
Sweet Gertrude, leave us too, for we have closely sent for Hamlet hither, that he twere by accident may here affront Ophelia. Her father and myself, lawful espiles, will so bestow ourselves, that seen unseen we may of their encounter frankly judge, and gather, as he has behaved, if it is affliction of his love or not, that thus he suffers for.
I shall obey you, and for your part, Ophelia, I do wish that your great beauties be the happy cause of Hamlet's wildness, for shall I hope that your virtues may bring him to his wonted way again, for both your honor.
Madam, I wish it may.
Ophelia, walk you here, gracious so please you. We will bestow ourselves. Read on this book, that show of such exercise may color your loneliness. We are oft to blame in this, 'tis too much proved, that with devotion's visage and pious action we do sugar o'er the devil himself.
Oh, 'tis too true, how smart a lash that doth give me conscience. The harlot's cheek, beautied by plastering art, is not more ugly to the thing that helps it than is my deed to my most painted word. Oh, heavy burden!
I hear him coming. Let us withdraw, my lord.
To be or not to be? That is the question. Whether 'tis nobler the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or to take arms against a sea of troubles and by posing end them. To die, to sleep, no more. And by a sleep to say we in the heartache and the thousand natural shocks that flesh is heir to. 'Tis consummation devoutly to be wished, to die, to sleep, perchance to dream. Aye, there's the rub. For in that sleep of death what dreams may come, when we have shuffled off this mortal coil, must give us pause. There's the respect that gives calamity of so long life. For who would bear the whips and scorns of time? The oppressor's wrong, the proud man's contumely, the pangs of despised love, the law's delay, the insolence of office and the spurns that patient merit of the unworthy takes, when he himself might as quietus make for a bare bodkin? Who fardels bear to grunt and sweat under a weary life? But that the dread of something after death, the undiscovered country from whose bourne no traveler returns, puzzles the will, and makes us bear those ills we have, then fly to others we know not of. Thus, conscience does make cowards of us all. And thus the native hue of resolution is sicklied o'er with the pale cast of thought, and the enterprises of great pitch and moment, with this regard their currents turn awry, and lose the name of action. Soft you now, thy fair Ophelia, nymph in thy orisons, be all my sins remembered.
Good my lord, how does your honor this many a day?
I humbly thank you. Well.
My lord, I have remembrances of yours that I have long longed to redeliver. I pray and I receive them.
No, not I never gave you one.
My honored lord, I know right well you did, and with them words of so sweet breath composed that made the things more rich, the perfume lost. Take these again for too noble mind, rich gifts wax poor when giveth proof of kind. There, my lord.
Are you honest?
My lord?
Are you fair?
What means your lordship?
That if you be honest and fair, your honesty should admit no discourse to your beauty.
Could beauty, my lord, have better commerce than with honesty?
Aye, truly, for the power of beauty will sooner transform honesty from what it is to a bawd, than the force of honesty should translate beauty into his likeness. This was sometime a paradox, but now time has given it proof. I did love you once.
Indeed, my lord, you gave me the
You shouldn't have believed me. For virtue cannot so inoculate our old stock, but we shall relish of it. I loved you not.
I was the more deceived.
Get thee to a nunnery. Why wouldst thou be a breeder of sinners? I am myself indifferent, honest, but yet I could accuse me of such things that it were better my mother had not borne me. I am very proud, revengeful, ambitious, with more offenses at my beck than I have thoughts to put them in, imagination to give them shape, or time to act them in. What should such fellows as I do, crying between earth and heaven? We are errant knaves all. Believe none of us. Get thy ways to a nunnery. Farewell. Where's your father?
At home, my lord.
Let the doors be shut upon him. Farewell.
Oh, help me, sweet heavens.
If thou dost marry, I'll give thee this plague for thy dowry. Be thou as chastised as pure snow, thou shalt not escape calumny. Get thee to a nunnery. Farewell. Or if thou wilt need marry, marry your fool. For wise men know what monsters you make of them. Get thee to a nunnery, and quickly too. Farewell.
Heavenly powers restore him.
I have heard of your paintings too, well enough. God hath given you one face and you make yourselves another. You jig, you amble, you lisp, you nickname God's creatures and you make your wantonness your ignorance. Go to! I'll have no more on to make me mad. I say that we will have no more marriage. Those that are already married, all but one shall live. The rest shall keep as they are. Get thee to a nunnery. Go. Farewell.
Oh, what a noble mind is here overthrown. The courtiers, soldiers, scholars, eye, tongue, sword, the expectancy and rose of the fair state, the glass fashion and the mold form, the observed of all observers, quite down, and I, of ladies most deject and wretched, that suck the honey of his music vows, now see that noble and most sovereign reason, like sweet bell jangled out of tune and harsh, that unmatched form and feature of blown youth, blasted with ecstasy. Oh, woe is me, that I have seen what I have seen, see what I see.
Love, his affections do not that way tend, nor would he speak. The life from a little was not like madness. There's something of soul, aware which is melancholy sits on brood, and I do doubt that the hatch and the disclose will be of some danger, which to prevent I have quick determination. Thus set it down, he shall with speed to England, for the demand of our neglected tribute. Happily the seas and the countries different, with variable objects shall expel. That something settle matter in his heart, whereon his brain still beating puts him thus, from fashion himself. What think you on it?
It shall do well, but yet I do believe the origin and commencement of his grief has sprung from neglected love. How now, Ophelia? You need not tell us what Lord Hamlet said. We heard it all. My lord, if you may hold it fit, after the play, let the queen all by herself entreat to him to show his grief. Let her be round with him, and I'll be placed there, so please you, in the ear of all their conference. If she find him not, to England send him, or confine him to where your wisdom best shall think.
It shall be so. Madness and great ones must not unwatched go.